Good evening. I'm Nick, and I'm going to be helping us do our Bible story and praying this evening. It's very nice to be with you. Now, I hope you're sitting comfortably. Maybe you're on a couch, maybe you're on the floor. Either way, that's great if you want to just get yourself nice and comfy. And maybe you've got one of these, that's great. If you do, you can follow along. If not, that's fine, because I'm going to read it. We're on page 158 this evening. It's called The Story of the Seeds. But before we do that, should we say our welcome prayer? Now, it may be that you know this off by heart now. I actually don't, I'm afraid. I've been doing this most days and I still don't know it off by heart, but I'm sure you're better than me. So you want to see if you can do it along with me. Jesus, our friend, we've come to say, please help us to read the Bible and pray and spend a moment remembering you, that you're good and kind and loving and true. So should we read the story of the seeds? Jesus told this story. Up and down the field went the farmer. He threw seeds to one side and more seeds to the other side. Some seeds fell along a path where the soil was hard. Straight away the birds came swooping down and gobbled them up. The farmer sowed more seeds. They fell on stony ground. And day after day the plants started to grow, but it was so hot and dry that on the stony ground the new plants withered and died. The farmer sowed more seeds. They fell among tall weeds growing on the edge of the field. Day after day these seeds grew, but the weeds grew faster than the new plants, and the new plants could not get enough sunlight and died. The farmer sowed more seeds. They fell on good soil where they had plenty of sunlight and water. These seeds grew into good, healthy plants, just what the farmer needed. It's an interesting story, isn't it? I wonder why you think Jesus told that story, though. I'll give you a little clue, because it's not that obvious, actually. The seeds in Jesus' story were about God's words, the things that he wants to say to us. And the soil, the different kinds of places where it landed, are sort of about me and you and the way that we hear his words and respond to them, whether we do them. So I wonder if you want to have a little chat with your family about what you think God's saying in that story and why. So why is it he told us those things? And what is it you think he's saying to you? Do you want to press pause and then we'll come back? So you're back. Hope you had a good little chat. It's an interesting story, isn't it? Now, should we pray? Should we pray for some things? Now, maybe you want to say thank you. I always like at the end of the day to just say thank you to God for all the good things that he's given me. Maybe some fun things, maybe the ways that he's helped you, maybe the ways that he's given you things like food and a beautiful world and clothes, all the things he gives us, our toys. So should we say thank you? And then maybe there's something you want to say please about as well. Maybe you want to ask him for some help with something or just for something you want for tomorrow. So maybe do a bit of a thank you and a please and anything else you want to say to God. And then let's come back together. Okay, so should we say our amen together? Amen. Great. Nice to pray with you guys this evening. Now, I hope you sleep very well. And remember that God really, really loves you loads. All right, sleep well. See you soon.